Hello and welcome back to the Ink Witch. I'm Sam, I also go by Holly, and I am your Ink Witch. Today we are going to be doing the currently inked for May, and we're also going to reveal the ink that you guys chose to go in this new pen of mine. We had a bit of a lottery, I guess, voting system thing go on to try and find the perfect ink for this one, and we did. You guys chose, and we're going to reveal that later on in the video. But for now, we're going to start with my currently inked for May. So I'm just going to zoom us in and we'll get started. Okay, so here we are. I got these stamps here off of Amazon. The currently inked stamp and all of these stamps here, those are by Everyday Explorers Co. So you can find them by searching them on Google. So without further ado, we're going to start, and I am feeling pretty gloomy. We still don't have great weather here up in Northern Ontario, so I am choosing some more moody pens. Probably by the end of May, I'll be sick of them. But for now, I am going to choose what I feel like, and what I feel like is this pen right here. So, I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. So this pen is by Hogtown Pens in Toronto, my neighbors. And this is the Adelaide model, and it's done in I'm trying to get that to focus. It's done in Turnt Penco Abracadabra resin. Just look, it's so pretty. And I love the way that the cap turned out. Okay. Focus on this. There we go. Oh. There we go. So if you take a look at the cap is really interesting too. It has all kinds of flecks of sparkly. You get that little purpley flash there. This pen is gorgeous. This resin is stunning. Look at all of the sparkle and all of the shimmer in this pen. And of course, if you hold it in reverse, you get a little magic wand. One thing that I really like is that when you open it up, the grip section is also in this white tone. And then of course you have a black nib. You have to have a black nib with a pen like this. So the ink that we're putting into this pen is this one here. This is a new ink for me. This is Diamine's Lady Grey, and I'm excited to use it. So here we go for our first ink. And I'm just using this. This is my trusty ink stirrer. It's just a glass drink stirrer that I got off of Amazon. And ooh. Oh, I'm liking this ink already. This is not what I expected. I didn't really do much research about this ink. I kind of bought it blind. I didn't even look at that many swatches of it online before purchasing it because I wanted it to be a kind of a surprise, but I knew that people thought it was good, and like, there's purple in there. That is so pretty. Huh. I did not expect that, but here we are. That's a gorgeous ink. And it fits my mood very well. So, this is the Hogtown Pens. Oh, and that flows beautifully. And this is a... what nib is this? This is a medium nib. And the ink is Diamine Lady Gray. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. That's great. I'm gonna zoop us up a little bit. So the next one is also a new to me ink. I haven't used this in a pen yet, and I'm really excited. It is Tono and Limbs Alexandrite, and this is the purple one. I'm getting ahead of myself. The pen that this is going to go into is this one right here. This is a gorgeous pen. This is my Black Magic Custom by Just Turnings Pens, and it's in the Penco resin Black Magic Custom, and it's stunning. There's so many different colors in this pen for you to choose from. I'm going with the purples and a bit with the greens and the blues, and you'll see when you see the ink why I chose this particular ink for this pen. Look at this already. Oh my goodness, that's so pretty. Oh, okay, so we got that nice and shaken. Let's swatch that out. Gorgeous. Ooh, that's actually a very, very pretty match for the purples in this pen. Like if you look at those purples, that's a good color match. It doesn't seem like I've picked up any of the shimmer, but I guess we'll find out. Okay, so this is my Just Turnings. And it's the Enceladus. Ooh. There we go. And this is an extra fine. There we go. Yeah, I like that. That's very pretty. So the next pen that I have for May is this one here. This is a pen that was done by Wood of Wonders, and this is resin by the amazing Lisa Marie at Poorly Controlled. This is called Trinite at Night, and I just love how dark this pen is. I love how the green just kind of dances like lightning. It's so pretty. I am a personal lover of black and green. Those are my two favorite colors, and I love snakes, so that's why I chose this pen. I want to make it very clear that this pen has nothing to do with Harry Potter. I do not support that woman. I do not support Harry Potter, the franchise. So please be respectful in the comments below and don't relate this pen to Slytherin or Harry Potter, because that is not my jam. I am just taking things that I personally love, which is the color green and the black, and I'm matching it with a snake, which I also personally love. So please be respectful. But I love the long grip section of this pen, and like, look at that flash. I love how comfortable it is to hold. You have quite a bit of a step down, but because of where my fingers fit on this particular pen, it's a very nice comfortable hold. This is the Frenchie model with the pointed tip. So Frenchie with pointed finials. And I love this pen. It's gorgeous. So the ink that we're putting in this pen today is Alexandrite 2, but this one's the green version. So I'm trying out these inks. I got them recently, and I really wanted to ink them up in something, and my Galumi May is perfect, and I forgot to put ink in this particular pen, so we're gonna ink it up together. Normally I put ink in my pens prior to filming because I find it's just a little bit easier, but today I forgot. There we go. I love the sleekness of this pen. I would honestly have a black nib on this pen if it weren't for the fact that the snake is also silver. But I'm thinking about saying screw that and putting a black nib in regardless, because I love black nibs on dark pens. To me, it's very sleek and very cool and very, I don't know, I just love it. But that's probably just my little goth heart. And I just realized I didn't even swatch this ink. Oh my goodness. So here we go. This is Alexandrite. And I also failed a little bit above as well. My goodness. This is getting out of hand, guys. My ADHD is going crazy. And, my God, that is so pretty. Yeah, my ADHD is going crazy, guys. I forgot to write in here that this is Tono and Limbs. And it's the Alexandrite 1. But like this color here is also a beautiful match for the green flash in this pen. So I'm pretty stoked. So this one here is a wood. It's a Wood of Wonders, and it's the Frenchie model with the pointed finials. And the pen nib is an extra fine. And the ink is Tono and Limbs. Alexandrite number 2. I'm really liking this color story so far. It's very, very gloomy, very rainy gray day, but it makes me so happy. I love rainy days. They are my favorite. And this is really shaping up to be a good month, in my opinion. Okay, so the next pen up on the docket is this one here. It is time, guys, for me to show you the winner of the ink, the winner of the ink selection for this pen. We went through a couple of inks together, and then you guys chose which one you wanted to see in this pen. So I'm about to show you. Drum roll, please. And the winner is, ta-da, Collection Traced, oh, it just went out of focus, Collection Traced White Tea. So it was actually very close, guys. Snake and Good Harvest and White Tea. So Snake and Good Harvest got 6 votes and White Tea got 7. So by one vote did we get the White Tea. But here we are. And I just wanted to thank everybody for participating in that and for having fun and joining in and voting on the color that you wanted to see. All of the colors were really great, and I really liked all of them for this pen, but it's nice that you guys helped me out and picked one for me, because I honestly was at a loss. I didn't know which one to pick, and I'm really pleased with the one that we ended up choosing. This one here, I also forgot to ink up, so we're just going to do that really quick while I am yattering on. This particular ink jar is not deep enough for me to stick the whole nib in, so I'm just doing my ink filling a little bit differently. And to get it going, I'm gonna squeegee some of this onto the nib. Because the whole reason why you select ink with the nib out of the jar is because it helps get the ink wet and ready for writing. And so I like to just kind of squeegee on some extra ink there to make it nice. So we have Mayfair pens. Ooh, that is juicy. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's fun. This is a medium nib. I didn't realize this was a medium nib. But it's nice. Oh my goodness, it's juicy. Okay, so Mayfair pens, and this is a Noldor. And we have a medium nib. And we have, wow, my brain just stopped working. This is a Collection Traced. And it's White Tea. So again, I wanted to thank everybody who voted. This was a really fun, and I was surprised at how many people were so invested in picking the color for this pen. I was really surprised at how many people voted, and it was lovely and fun, and I am very appreciative to everybody for joining in. It was really great. So, for my last pen, we're going to do the runner-up. So, we're going to do this pen here. This is my Kaweco Sport in the new Lunar Shadow Green. And it just so happens that I think that this pen is going to be a really good match for Snake and Harvest. Or Snake and Good Harvest. Because you kind of get some of those, like, reddy, kind of browny tones in this pen. And I think that Kitty Inkpot Snake and Good Harvest, which was the, like I said, was the runner-up for the Mayfair pens Noldor. I think this is going to be a good match. Oh, one of my hairs got in there. Okay, so first we're going to swatch Kitty Inkpot's Snake and Good Harvest. It's a lighter ink, but this particular pen is a double broad, and I'm really hoping that the ink will show up nicely and that it will show off some of the ink properties. So we have that is very light. Quelveco Sport in the Lunar Shadow green, and this is a double broad, and the ink used is Kitty Inkpot. Snake in Good Harvest. I mean, once it dries a little bit, that's not too bad there. It does show up and it does show off some of the properties of the ink. It's just very, very light, and I'm honestly kind of glad that it went into this pen instead of this one, because I think that with this one, with the medium nib, that it would be too difficult to read, in my opinion. So thank you so much, guys, for voting, and I'm glad that this one is going to work. So we are going to let all of that dry, and then we'll come back and take a look at everything. Hello and welcome back. I realized that I did not film my intro, the part where I show you last month's currently inked and all of the Zentangles that I've done. So we're going to do that in a moment. I got so excited about all of these pens and inks that we're doing today that I completely forgot. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go through these with you, and then we'll go back and we'll look at April. So for the first one, we have Diamond Lady Grey, and my goodness, this ink is so pretty. I'm so glad that I ended up buying the whole bottle, well, 30 milliliters, but I really think that it is a beautiful match for this pen. Look at that. It's a gorgeous match for this pen. I'm so excited. Next we have Tono & Lim's Alexandrite, and that is just stunning. And I really feel like it matches the blue and purple tones in this pen. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's a really good match. I'm really, really pleased with that. And I think that the purple turned out to be really, really good. And then we have Tono & Lim's Alexandrite 2, the green version. Just as pretty. Look at how this all shaded in here. This is so nice. And then you get that blue. So the pen that we put for that one is this guy here, which is not a perfect match, but you know what? I really like it, and we're gonna go with that. But I really like it. I really think that they go nice together. And then we have our winner. This is Collection Traced White Tea, and that is in this pen here. And I mean, you guys already know that I love this as a match, but this is the color that you guys chose, so I'm excited to use this month. It's going to be really nice. And then finally, we have the Kitty Inkpot Snake in Good Harvest in my Quelveco Sport. And again, this is not a perfect match, but I really like it, and it's going to be interesting to use with these, with the double broad nib. It's a very light ink from what I'm used to for writing, but it'll be interesting to play with. So there you have it. This is my May currently inked. Thank you guys for tuning in for that. I'm going to flip back now to the April. Here we go. And we'll go through what I felt about these inks. So for the first one here, we had my Pilot Decimo in the Nagasawa Kaigen Stone Gray. And the ink that was in there was also Kobe Nagasawa Kaigen Stone Gray. I wish this nib was a little bit thicker. It's a tad bit scratchy, but I still really, really liked it. I enjoyed doing this Zentangle with all of these really fine lines with this pen. And I would give the pen comfort an 8, the ink pairing a 10, and the nib a 7. It could use a little bit of tuning. If I ever get a chance to talk to a nibmeister, I'll probably just bring it to them and have them adjust it for me. Then I had a Kaweco Sport in the Iridescent Pearl. This was a bold nib. I'm really glad that I put the bold nib on this pen. It was a bit of a disaster. I ended up ruining the fine nib in that pen, which is okay because I do have another Kaweco with a fine nib. But this was so much fun. It's kind of wonky when you look at it. I did not design this. This was something I found on Pinterest, and I can't remember the name of the person who originally made this. But I would give the ink combo a 10. This was a very, very wet writer. I mean, it helps that it was a a broad nib. But it was a lot of fun to do. I loved coloring this in. I loved doing this particular one. It was tricky. And I enjoyed the trickiness. So the pen comfort was an 8, the ink combo was a 10, and the nib was a 10. I really loved this nib. I loved working with it. So the next on my list is my Novo Baroque in Tortoise Marble. We had Robert Oster Coffee Monsters Cold Coffee Monster ink. The pen comfort was a 10, the ink pairing a 10, the nib was a 10. This was just 10s across the board. Everything about using this ink with this pen was delightful. It was fun. It was smooth in its writing, and it was just chef's kiss, no notes. I think I'm a broad girly now. I really like my medium to double broad nibs, and the fines are really, really fun. Like when you want to do something like this and you want to do something very fine lined, they have their place, but something about the broad nibs rather, are just really enjoyable, and you see so much more of the ink properties in what you're doing as well, which is nice. Next up is my Esterbrook Esty Once in a Blue Moon with a journaler nib by Gina Salarino. Now, I need to issue an apology because last video, when I did my currently inked, I unfortunately misgendered Gina. I, at the time, was not aware that they have they, them pronouns, and I did misgender them. I just want to apologize for misgendering, but also want to point out that I myself am non-binary, and I am wholly supportive of the trans and non-binary community, as well as the LGBT+. And my channel, my Instagram page is a safe place for anybody of that community to come and be safe and be vocal. And even if people want to message me about that, I just want to point that out and also apologize because I never meant to misgender anyone on my channel, and I'm very sorry that it happened. I really, really liked their nib, their journaler nib. It was fun. It's very subtle in my opinion. So I gave my pen comfort an 8, the ink pairing a 5. This was a terrible ink pairing, and the nib an 8. So you do get some variation in the work here, but I really did not like this ink. It was not good in a pen, so I won't be using that again. It was just very light, and it was just not enjoyable. And then finally I had my Pilot Kakuno in the Boy Green, and this was a fine nib. And in that I had the Wet Pen Deceptions Past. Pen comfort a 10, ink pairing a 9, nib a 10. This pen is so good. I could talk about the Pilot Kakuno for hours. It's such a cheap pen, but it's so good. It's smooth and wonderful, and I plan on getting 2 of them, in the extra fine and in the fine, to use specifically for doing line work in my artwork. So this is the Zentangle. It was okay. It was interesting, but not as fun as some of the other ones that I've done, which is disappointing. But anyway, that brings us back to my May page. And I'm just gonna do this again so you guys, like, look at the sparkle in the Alexandrite inks. Yee! I'm excited to do my new Zentangles for the month using these pens. I'm excited to use them for the month. And yeah, we'll get back to it next month, and hopefully next month I am able to do my video in order properly. But I was just so excited to dive in and to get to the winner of what ink went in this pen. So again, thank you guys for voting on that. Thank you for participating and engaging with me, and hopefully we'll do something like that in the future. This was a lot of fun, and bye. Have a good one, and I hope you all have a nice day.